10, 20 years ago or something like that. And now they're gone, and the place is just chaos. It's just war, and cannibalism is running rampant. They're eating each other left and right. They sell like human food on the corner, like human meat, and people don't know it, and they buy it, and guys turn people in. And there's this one guy, his name was General Butt Naked, because he would go to war and he would get butt naked. And he believed that he could not be killed because he would eat the blood and flesh of an innocent child of the enemy. So they would go to the enemy's camp, they would steal a child, kill the child, and eat a piece of its fucking heart because they felt like they wouldn't be able to die in combat. This is a guy that's alive right now.
Sounds like a plan.
You don't realize how fucking crazy the world can be until you watch what's going on in Africa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I take a lot of comfort in knowing that I can only die once. How do you think? What do you think? I don't think like you work out too much. You wouldn't be worth. Joe would be like a flank steak, just some tough piece of meat. You want somebody more.
Joey Diaz would be delicious.
Oh, he'd be like veal.
Oh.
And you could sell them for days.
If you think about the way Africa is right now with a lot of countries like Liberia and Somalia, it really is like the apocalypse. Like if that was going on right here, if that was over here, if we were in fucking North Hollywood, there was gangs that were eating each other and fucking shooting at each other and walking down the street with hyenas, we would go, okay, the end is here. This is the end.
Yeah, but you know what I love about that shit? Those are the guys who win. All these, who's that? Not Bill Bixby. What the hell's the name of that guy? The guy he's been riding a bicycle out here forever. Solar panels and not Bill Bixby, Ed Bagley Jr.
Oh, Ed Bagley Jr. Bill Bixby.
I'm bad with the names.
Ed Bagley
Jr.
That green show, yeah.
He's gonna be at the apocalypse comes. He's gonna be fucked. I have this theory that people who gather all this shit for it, if you don't have, you need a militia, because if you don't, all you're doing is you're just turning your house into a supply room.
A target, yeah.
Yeah, for the toughest guys who come down the block and then just take it from you.
My car's like that. My car has like walkie-talkies in it. It's got fucking like every single like thing, like sleeping bags, just in case I have to like escape this city real quick. But it's starting to get retarded. Like I have like batteries that I can recharge by the sun and stuff like that.
Do you realize the level of heads up that how on the inside you'd have to be that this entire city wouldn't be like gridlock of people leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this city would be the worst ever. They don't even know how many people are in L.A. That's why I won't fill out the census. They're like, fill out the census. So what the fuck is the point? There's about 20 million Mexicans that you don't have a count on. Yeah. Like they literally have no idea how many Mexicans are here. It's fucking just a flat out guess. And I'm not shitting on Mexicans. I would do the goddamn same thing. My grandparents were immigrants. I got no problem with immigration. I don't even believe in countries. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, I think if they came over here, it would fuck things up. But you know what? That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to keep people impoverished in a shitty place just because you claim this patch of dirt and you don't let them over here. I think that's ridiculous.
If there weren't countries and you were just allowed to just sort of cruise around, like where would you go?
That would be the problem. Is they would level out. The problem is you let people go and move to wherever they want, and people are always going to move to the place where it's better, and they're going to abandon their shitty place. But if you don't allow them, they have to stay in their shitty place and make their shitty place better, which they're never going to fucking do. So you ensure that there's always going to be levels of people. The only way to keep levels other than that is just fucking be heavily armed. You have to be armed to the teeth. Your whole town would have to be an armory. Like literally, if you wanted to keep people out, you would have to constantly be shooting people.
Plus the weapons they have now, it's. I just love how they've been stealing money from our paychecks to basically invent these weapons that'll make it impossible for. There'll never be another revolution.
No.
Other than who's doing it right is that guy out there in the Carolinas, the Blackwater guy, or whatever the fuck it's called.
What are you talking about?
That Bill Bixby guy out there.
The Bill Bixby.
That fucking dude who he buys like old F-16s and old tanks, and he basically, they're saying if he wanted to, could take over the White House and all of D.C. by the time they fucking responded.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He's
Bill Bixby.
No.
Blackwater. So this is a private contractor, military contractor?
I can't believe, Jesus Christ, I can't believe you haven't heard of the guy.
No. Well, I know, though, there's one guy that was
Comedy Central has a development deal with him. He's the final guy in show business.
If he was funny, they would do it.
He has like, He's got like his own thing. Did it come up?
Eric Prince.
Isn't that the
don't
guy
know.
that got popped for murder? He's being processed for a bunch.
No,
of different
he's the guy.
things.
He actually has his own. He basically, from what I've heard, has his own militia, and actually he gets hired out by the U.S. government for them to go over there when they want to do some covert, extra filthy shit.
Yeah.
This is the
Well, I have
the
a friend who worked for
conspiracy
them.
theory.
I have a friend who went over there.
Who worked for who?
He worked for Blackwater. He went over there twice.
Dude, 2 seconds ago you asked me who they were.
No, I know who Blackwater is. I didn't
Oh.
know who this guy is that stores all this weapons. And I thought you were talking
the
about
head guy.
a private guy.
Okay. No.
Well, I have
No.
a friend who he was a sniper in the Marines, and when he got out, he went back over. He went back. I think he went to both Afghanistan and Iraq, but he definitely went to Afghanistan. He went twice for money because he was opening up a gym, a mixed martial arts gym, and he needed some cash. So he just went over there for a few months, and he made like some ridiculous amount of money, like something like
Per kill,
$10,000 a month or something like that. It was a lot of money. So for him, he'd go over for a couple months, make $30,000. You know?
Did he do like the stereotypical
He didn't want to talk about
go
it.
up in the bell tower?
Yeah, he was in a bell tower. Yeah, there was times where he was in a tower.
It's Eric Prince is the owner of Blackwater, so I'm guessing that's who you're talking
That's the
about.
guy that's in trouble, right?
Right,
Yeah.
and he's like fleeing and doing
He's in
stuff.
trouble. Oh,
Yeah,
see, they had to
he's a
take him.
murderer.
They had to take him down because he got too powerful. Because he could basically, that guy could ride out any sort of uprising, any sort of craziness.
Yeah,
the
they
economy
definitely-
went crazy, whatever. It's just like, yeah, well, I got guns and an endless bag of snow peas or whatever.
And
the fuck
a
it
bunch of mercenaries that are loyal to you that you've
Space ice
paid
cream.
forever. You know, you've been paying these guys to do all these campaigns for you overseas. They're all murderers for you. And, you know, you keep those guys on the line and say, hey, you know, we're going to run this shit. I'm going to take care of you. You take care of me. You know, Semper Fi, motherfucker.
Right.
Blackwater for life, the whole deal. And then they got
Right, and when it goes down, they can defend it. But then what always ends up happening is eventually is somebody always wants your title, so someone would want to be him, and that's that's how it goes down.
That's how it goes down in Mexico, the drug lords.
Destro.
You know, it's just a matter of time before something happens with one of those fucking guys. You got a guy who's got that much power, that many jets and fucking machine guns and tanks and shit. He's going to get a little nutty. As
You
he
want to
starts
use
get
them.
older. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you bought a bag of fireworks. You're just going to stick them in the corner of your bedroom, wait till the next 4th of July. You're not. Occasionally you're going to light off an M80.
They like to use them. Have you ever, I mean, this is the first time, you know, in human history, or rather in the history of the United States, that we've had to deal with mercenaries. We haven't had mercenaries in this country in a long fucking time. This whole, like, giant mercenary corporation sort of a thing, this is very recent. This is just Cheney and Bush. They didn't use mercenaries during Clinton. There was no mercenaries during the Jimmy Carter days. You know, this is some crazy shit.
Cheney and Bush, the Hall and Oates.
I mean, the fact that they can hire these people to go do shit that you're not supposed to do. They can,
Yeah, but
shit
they-
that's not in the Geneva Convention, shit that's totally
We've been doing that
illegal.
for a while, though.
Oh, I know we have, but we haven't been doing it this openly. You know?
Oh,
Where
yeah,
they
no,
just
they,
hire a company to do it. They
Well, I
hire a
think it's
company
like when
specifically for that.
But I think it's like when wrestling finally just came out and said it's sports entertainment. They're like, all right, you know, we hire these guys for some filthy shit. What do you want from us? It's entertaining, though, right?
Yeah, and they changed it to WWE. Well, they changed the name of Blackwater.
What is it now?
I don't know, something short, something. You know, they
Something
just,
happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's